I'll count you down. Okay. And set, Farmer. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School at the Little General C.Adam Toney Preseason Showcase with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, getting ready for the second game, which is South Charleston and Shady. And Eric, we think we're going to be in for a really good basketball scrimmage tonight. The first game we had, very competitive between St. Albans and Princeton. Princeton won that 65-55, and this is the final tune-up for all these teams tonight and tomorrow as they get ready to start their regular season, which begins next week.
Yeah, and what we're going to get out of this contest is another high-level basketball game. And, you know, both coaches are both teams are well coached, and, you know, they both do it on the defensive end. That's where they like to generate their offense from great defense.
Of course, for Shady, they've made the state tournament each of the last 3 seasons. More than that, been to the title game, in which they were runner-up, champion, and runner-up. And of course, you know, a couple years ago when they lost in heartbreak fashion right at the buzzer. And then, like I said, they were able to claim a championship before that, and then Fairmont beat them again last year. So, you know, Shady, they have high expectations, even though they lost a lot of firepower off of that team. They also returned a lot of good basketball players.
Yeah, you know, and we talked about this, not to overtalk you, Maris, and Ronnie Olson has built a program here. They've had a lot of good teams out here in the Shady Spring area, and but Ronnie has really built a program, and they expect to reload, not rebuild here. So their JV team, I'm pretty sure, I could be misspeaking here, but I think they went undefeated last year. And, you know, a lot of those guys from that JV ranks will come up and be impact players on the varsity level.
And as you were talking, and I know the assistant coach of South Charleston, he was ready to walk off with your score sheet.
Hey,
I know he didn't realize it.
You know why, Maris? That penmanship is so good.
Well, you know what? They handed me something I couldn't see, and it didn't have anything to do with me because of my eyes. I just couldn't see it, and the coaches had to retrace it. And, of course, also being scrimmages, they've had a lot of multiple numbers and changes, and you have to go through all that. And we're kind of doing all this on the fly. So we're going to take a quick break and come back and get you ready. Here, the game's going to tip in a couple of minutes as you are watching live streaming coverage of the Little General C.Adam Toney Preseason Showcase here on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Well, it's Shady in South Charleston, and we're ready to go. The opening tip of the ball game is brought to you by United Coal. If you want to work close to home, then you can come to join the team at Infinity United Coal Company, located in Sophia, West Virginia, which has been in operation since 2011. For Shady, it'll be Jack Williams, Amar Maxwell, Brody Radford. It'll be Gavin Davis and Jalen Bailey. They'll be wearing the white uniforms. For South Charleston, it'll be Reed, Kellum, Williams, Martin, and Saunders will be the players for South Charleston as we get the game started. And Shady has first possession as Maxwell makes his move to the basket, a little fadeaway, and he'll draw the foul and get to the line.
Yeah, and a strong move by Maxwell right here because, this is what he's going to have to do this year. He's really going to have to be in an attack mode and really early on in the season set the tone offensively. And
one of the things, too, Eric, is you and I have had an opportunity over the last couple of seasons to watch Amar Maxwell as the first free throw is good, that we know what he can do from downtown, so you have to respect his shot, and that's why you have to come out and play him. And he was able to go off the dribble, get into the lane, and draw the foul.
Yeah, and I had a chance, to watch him a couple times in summer ball, and that's one thing that he's worked on is a rare miss from the free throw line right there by Maxwell.
So here comes South Charleston back the other way. Shot was too strong. That shot was taken by Reed, and back the other way comes Shady as they turn it over. And, of course, one thing with Ronnie Olson's style, Shady loves to play fast. So, Eric, and I know that South Charleston likes to play fast. We're going to think it's going to be up and down. The pace is really going to be getting after it here.
Yeah, and that's one thing. These teams kind of mirror their style of basketball, and that's why this will be a good test for both squads.
Yeah, these two teams scrimmaged in this a year ago. And each team plays a tight man-to-man. There's a good take. And we got a offensive foul as Gavin Davis able to take the charge. And that call is going to go against Saunders. So Saunders will get whistled for the foul.
And that's 2 team fouls at the 7-11 mark of this first quarter. And as we have to keep an eye on those 5 fouls as that ball was tipped, so it won't be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, not even a minute into the game, as you mentioned, and 2 quick fouls, and they're going to say that it's going to be South Charleston's ball.
Well,
somebody must have not. I really didn't see it. But no argument from Shady, so it's play on. Here's South Charleston with it. Shady in that man-to-man. And they double-team the post. Nice give and go, but Shady turns them over. Here's Williams for 3, and that missed everything.
South Charleston has numbers here.
Little mid-range jumper and good. Boy, what a nice stroke by Williams. I beg your pardon, Williams.
And that was predicated on good, the secondary break right there. They got it out, got it up, had numbers, and hit the short jumper.
Yeah, Deshad Williams was able to knock down. Boy, he had a nice little rotation, nice stroke on that ball, hitting that mid-range jump shot. So here's Radford with it. Maxwell to spin in the left hand, and it won't go. Saunders with the rebound for South Charleston. Black Eagles on the move. Here's a 3 straight away. Not there. Williams clears the rebound.
And both teams like to play this up-tempo man-to-man. I mean, this is basketball here.
Maxwell takes a big thump as he drives to the basket, and he'll draw the foul and get to the line.
Yeah, I think that's probably knocked the breath out of Maxwell on the hard drive there. And nothing to really brace the fall. And that's going to be on Dazon Reed right there, a foul. Nothing intentional on that one.
Yeah, here at courtside, we can hear that big thump when Maxwell hit the floor, and they're attending to him now. Coach Olson out there. And if he's able, Maxwell will be at the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, where he's already 1 of 2 on the night, and that's one thing you want to see if out of Maxwell, if you're Coach Olson, being very aggressive on the offensive end.
So they still attend to Amar Maxwell. He's one of the players of a handful that will be mentioned for Player of the Year this season here in the state of West Virginia. He's able to make it up. Let's see if he's able to stay in the game and shoot the free throws, or if we'll have to sub him out. And it looks like he's going to come out of the game. And Josiah McCoy will check in as we watch the replay. He got, a good hard take. And, boy, he took a fall right there and maybe come down right there on his hip. That made me hurt watching the replay.
Yeah, I'll wake up tomorrow with a little pain from that fall.
Yeah, I'm not sure really what we got going. Maybe there's a timeout here. I'm not really sure what's going on. As they brought in Josiah McCoy to shoot the free throws. So we got just a small break in the action. While we got a minute, I want to tell you about the good folks at Indoor Air. Indoor Air is a proud sponsor of high school basketball. Indoor Air for all your heating and cooling needs. You're a Amana dealer. You can dial them up at 304-890-2212. And I guess what they have to do is go get a towel to wipe off some of the perspiration under the basket when Maxwell hit the deck. So it'll be McCoy that will be entered into the game for Maxwell and get to the line to shoot the two.
And Josiah McCoy, good offensive player. We had a chance to do one of his games, and he'll bring a nice offensive skill set to the Shady Spring Tiger team.
And the first free throw is no good. Yeah, actually, I remember he played for Park, and then after Park, he went on. He played at a Christian school that we did a game, and now here at Shady, finishing up his high school career. Second of the two free throws is good. He gets one of two, and that'll tie the game. Shady will come out and show man-to-man full court pressure. Like I said, this is the tempo where they like to play.
Travel.
And they force a turnover, and you're right. And Shady forces teams sometimes to play a little too fast, and when they do that, they force a turnover.
Yeah, and that's one thing that Coach Ronnie Olson and his assistant Sean Radford, that's one thing that they teach, get in your jersey and guard type of defense.
Shady setting a ball screen. Davis on a pick and roll, off the window, up and in. Nice rotation, and Davis able to score. Well, you got to like that pick and roll, and Gavin Davis able to roll right to the bucket. Well-executed play. And there's going to be a foul on Shady.
And I think that's going to be on Brody Radford,
yep,
as he was beat off the dribble. And you're right, that was a great, it could have been an and one, a little late on the rotation right there, but good no call, but great offense by Shady that possession.
So Shady ready it's an over and back as it's a turnover, and now Maxwell will check back into the ball game. So Gavin Davis will have a seat. Amar Maxwell back in. And Shady will inbound across the way, side out. Jack Williams on the drive, gets a little floater, doesn't go. Saunders with the rebound. South Charleston on the move. And we got a travel. Little real bunny hop in the pea patch right there.
Yeah, just a little out of control right there. And Shady does a good job in transition defense right there, not giving up, conceding a layup and getting back on defense.
They go to Maxwell in the post. He slips. Here's McCoy from three. That was a nice find by Maxwell, able to find McCoy in the near side corner, and Josiah McCoy able to knock down the three ball. South Charleston, little short shot right of the lane, doesn't go. There's a whistle and a foul.
It's going to be a two-shot foul. I think they're going to whistle that on Jack Williams for Shady. That'll be his first and the team's second of the quarter.
And getting to the free throw line will be Kellum, Roman Kellum at the line. First free throw is good.
Another lefty.
Yep, and like I said, we've seen more of those as of late. So the next free throw by Kellum is no good. He's made one of one, and we got a foul on the rebound.
And that's going to be an offensive rebound given up. Oh, no, it was a defensive rebound and the foul by South Charleston.
So here's Shady with it. We're going to have to give it now. We lost our video momentarily. Was ready to get back in old radio days there for a minute, partner, as this ball's knocked out of bounds.
I know you know how to switch it on and off, my man. I had no worries about that.
So we're
You can feel the open space, the blank space.
Yeah, whatever we got to do, right?
That's right.
Halfway point of quarter number one. And even though I thought we'd have maybe a little more scoring this, the action has really been up and down the floor.
High-intensity defense. You have to be a strong dribbler, strong with the basketball to compete in this type of atmosphere.
That's right. When you drive to the basket, you've got to play through the contact.
And that's how it should be.
Right. Here's McCoy shaking and baking.
Travel.
And Coach Olson doesn't like what he sees, and he wants a timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here, and we'll tell you about some of the fine folks at Leisure Lanes in Johnstown Road in Beckley. Leisure Lanes, if you're a great night to spend it with the family, is New Year's Eve. It's fun. It's safe. Great family environment. Great food. And you can reserve your lanes now at Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley at 304-253-7328. Also want to tell you about the fine folks at Edward Jones Financial Advisors. If you're retired or you're ready to retire, you need to make plans, and you can call Heather Cantley at 304-254-9995 or Wayne Rhodes at 304-253-7335. Out of the timeout, Shady across the way will put the ball in play. 3.5 for the opening quarter. And so the ball will stay with Shady. So McCoy to put it in play. And we'll get the score up and going. It's 7-3 is the score in favor of Shady. Maxwell with it. Now trapping the ball, Eric. Really good defense by South Charleston.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be a turnover, maybe.
Nope, doesn't look like.
Okay.
It'll stay with Shady. Radford back in the ball game to put the ball in play.
I don't know. Has South Charleston gone? Is it still man, or are they going to like a 1-3-1? I think it's a 1-3-1. It is.
Yeah, it looks like they're trapping here, like right here in front of us. They've extended their defense
with their length. This is but that's how you get them out of it.
Yep. Maxwell with the rebound as that open three was doesn't go down. That shot was taken by Jalen Bailey, and he had a really good look, and he just missed the shot. But, you know, Coach Olson can live with that because that was a good shot.
Good rotation,
right.
Good and good skip. Just did everything but
go in. Yeah. So Shady to inbound on the baseline. So we're getting ready to go under 3 minutes for the opening quarter, which has been a very competitive game. We just don't have a lot of scoring. Here's Maxwell. Spins into the lane, a finish, and one. What a beautiful play by Mar Maxwell.
Yeah, that was nice. A nice spin and good finish at the rim.
You know, in the lane and around the basket, he's as good as I've seen, even from going from last year, especially this year. And you can see why he's one of the handful of players that will be up for State Player of the Year.
Yeah, I mean, he's the total package. You know, plus he can step out, as you said, and shoot the three as 2 rare misses early.
From the free throw line.
Yes.
So he doesn't complete the three-point play. Back the other way comes South Charleston. We got a new player for South Charleston now into the ball game, and that is Porter into the game, or beg your pardon. Yeah, Porter into the game. And I beg your pardon if I say the wrong name. The South Charleston coach is the one that wrote these names down. So if he don't know his own players, how the heck will I will? But that was a heck of a move by Williams off the glass.
And Williams is the offense right now for South Charleston.
And Shady turns it over.
As he has 4 of the 5 points, Deshad Williams, as we see him on the replay. Good take and finish over Gavin Davis.
And a nice little kiss off the glass. So here is Porter with it. Porter on a drive to the basket. It doesn't go, but he draws the foul, and Porter will get to the line. Instant
offense is Tavares Porter just checked in the game, and he's getting to the free throw line to try to cut into this Shady lead.
Yeah, what an explosion. First step off the dribble, taking the ball right to the rim and drawing the foul. So Porter shoots a couple. First free throw doesn't go. Got another one coming. Glad you're with us here on Video Productions. The earlier game, Princeton beat St. Albans 65-55. Now we'll have 4 games tomorrow. Parkersburg South, George Washington will get us started at 11:45. Beckley and Hurricane will follow that. Greenbrier East and Ripley, and then the final game, the nightcap of this Little General C.Adam Toney Preseason Showcase, will be between Independence and Wyoming East. And I think they disallowed that free throw. Well, no, I guess they counted the free throw. Maybe they called a foul. I'm not sure what they called. But I guess the free throw is going to count and make it 9-6.
Lane, okay. I think it was a lane violation.
Well, they put the score up on the board. So here's Davis with it. Until we get otherwise, the score will be 9-6. Jack Williams, they cut him off. McCoy on the drive, tough shot up the glass, and he scores. That was a really difficult shot for Josiah McCoy, and he had enough patience to stick with the drive and able to finish.
And finishing, being a lefty, went to his strong side, and that's his 6th point of the contest.
South Charleston. Here's a drive, a little floater into the lane, and it's an offensive foul. So that was Maurice Jones going down the lane, and he'll commit the foul as he had a little floater about in the middle of the lane. And on the charge, Shady will have it here in the final minute of the first quarter. Jack Williams, 12-footer, doesn't go. Skying high for the rebound is Kellum.
Travel.
And there's a turnover. Yep. That is Saunders with the turnover.
And this Shady defense is really the pace of the game. You know, South Charleston wants to play up-tempo as well, but the Shady defense has really created a few turnovers.
Yeah, I think you're right. South Charleston, they definitely want to play fast, but I think Shady's even made them play a little faster than maybe what they want to.
Exactly.
Coming up on the final 30 seconds of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle. We've got a lot of good athletes out there by both teams. And there's going to be a Shady turnover. Nope, for a minute, I thought it was a turnover, and then when he picked it up and the whistle didn't come right away, I thought maybe somebody hit it.
I think they were checking with one another, the refs, to see if it was tipped, and they made the correct call.
Yep. Even when sometimes they don't, it's, I guess, always the correct because they're the one that count, right?
Correct.
And another turnover. And South Charleston's like, what did I do? So McCoy will check back in. They put Davis in for the defense, and now McCoy in for offense. Final 15 seconds of the quarter, probably last shot time for the Tigers. And they want to clear out for Maxwell. Maxwell into the lane. McCoy for three is blocked. That's a nice closeout on the shot, and that's the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, Shady's up 5, 11-6. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Hey, I'm Leanna Burnett, owner of Window World of Beckley. At Window World, we are proud to deliver exterior solutions that are beautiful, affordable, and guaranteed for life. We do things the right way. Honest pricing, no gimmicks, and thousands of satisfied customers. Call Window World of Beckley today at 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW and have your new windows, siding, and doors before winter. Window World of Beckley, family owned,
nationally known.
Hey, grab me one too.
football season is.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School at the Little General C.Adam Toney Preseason Showcase. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas. Robbie Mounts is here. Butch Mounts is here. The heavy hitter somewhere in the building as we see the fine folks there at All Truist Realty Group. Call and schedule your appointment today, as you can see, 304-575-0838. So the score is 11-6 Shady, and as you see on your screen, it's 0-0, and that's how they do to start every quarter. But we'll keep a running score to let you know that Shady's up 11-6 as we start quarter number 2, Eric.
Yeah, and right here, like you said, it was a lot of action, a lot of tempo, not a lot of scoring out of South Charleston. And let's see, good help defense from Shady right there as they almost create the turnover.
There's a nice take by Elijah Martin, scores for South Charleston for his first 2 points of the ball game. Here's Maxwell with it. Jack Williams on the drive into the lane. They cut him off. Davis down the lane with a nice finish.
And Gavin Davis picking up his strong play from the first quarter.
Shady with a 13-8 overall lead. 2-2 in the quarter. Porter with it now. Porter on the drive into the lane. Here's an open look. A three is good.
That was that, excuse me, Maris, good, better, best right there as Williams knocks down the three.
They get the ball down low to Gavin Davis. So 13-11, the overall lead for Shady. Here's Williams. South Charleston is very athletic and really D'ing up on a lot of the Shady players and making it really tough on this possession.
They got active hands, quick hands in the lane. They're really making it tough on the dribble drive and passing.
Yeah, they've really kept Shady here on this possession. All perimeters. Maxwell shakes and bakes, spins into the lane, puts up a tough shot, doesn't get it to go. That was really a good defensive set for South Charleston that time. Here's Porter. There's a little drive, get right to the rim, lay it up and in. Nice play that time by Williams. We're tied at 13.
And Williams is 9 points as Jack Williams takes a long three and knocks it down.
Straightaway three ball. Shady with a 16-13 lead overall for the game. Here's an open look. That's going to be three, and it was short by Williams. But South Charleston runs down the rebound. And Maxwell takes it away. Here's a three ball by Bailey is short. Rebound by Kellum. Right to the rim, puts the shot up. It doesn't go, but there's a foul. And getting to the free throw line will be Reed.
Nice little Euro step. And the foul will be whistled on Jalen Bailey right here. Tried to take the charge, but better offense right there. Good defense, just better offense to avoid the charge.
Yeah, nice job by Reed to attack the basket. First free throw is good. The overall lead now is 16-14 in favor of Shady. As Reed will now shoot the back end of the two-shot opportunity, as Maurice Jones will check back in to the South Charleston lineup. And the second free throw by Reed looks good and is. So it's a 1 point lead for Shady. It's 16-15 overall for the game. Maxwell on the drive. Out to McCoy. He's open for three. He had a good look. Doesn't go. Williams with the offensive rebound. Little shovel pass to Davis. He misses a short shot in the lane. And we've got a held ball, and it'll stay with Shady.
And that was Zane Saunders for South Charleston. Went up real high to get that rebound, but once again, when he brought it down, he made himself just a tad smaller, and Shady was able to tie him up for the held ball and retain possession.
Here's Williams on the drive into the lane. Over to Maxwell. Three from the left corner, no good. Offensive rebound by McCoy. Nice pass in. Yes, into Gavin Davis. McCoy shaking and baking. There's going to be a foul in South Charleston.
And that's going to be whistled on Tavares Porter. That'll be his first.
That was Nate Richmond into the ball game. That was him on the drive, who was the offended party. So it'll be McCoy to put the ball in play for Shady. And actually, it was going to be McCoy. Now it'll be Maxwell to put it in play. And that was a nice play by Shady. Maxwell inbound and then try to set up in the post. But McCoy on the drive, and they ended up throwing the ball. Thought for a minute away, but it'll stay with Shady. That time, rather than the pass, I thought McCoy should have
shot it. And I'm just going to tell you, the hands, the quickness and the active hands by both of these teams make it real tough in the passing lanes.
Well, one thing's about it, it's going to be hard to score against either one of these teams. These teams are very athletic in the way they play on both ends of the floor. Once again, it's going to be a turnover. South Charleston able to turn them over.
Yeah, and South Charleston, both of these teams are going at it. But right now, I think the edge, not right now in the score of the game, but the active hands, and I think South Charleston's really, really starting to wear their pressure on Shady a little.
Yeah, the overall score of the game is just 16-15, a 1-point Shady lead, and South Charleston on this possession with a chance to take the lead for the game. South Charleston hasn't led since it was 2-1 early in the first quarter. So let's see what South Charleston will come up with on this possession. There's a spin into the lane, about a 10-footer. Good. That was a tough shot by Reed. And South Charleston up by 1.
And Reed gets his 4th point of the quarter to push South Charleston to the lead.
And Maxwell will draw the foul on the drive. It'll be side out.
And that's going to be on Reed on the dribble, getting his hand caught in the cookie jar there. Well, Maxwell better get used to what's happening tonight. They're going to run, 2 people at him, try to get the ball out of his hands because he's a proven scorer, and he's just going to have to work hard for his.
So here's Shady with it. South Charleston, the overall lead by 1 at 17-16. Maxwell will dial it up from distance, a little strong, and a rebound by South Charleston, and we'll have a Shady foul.
Yeah, I think they're going to whistle Gavin Davis right there for Shady on the reach-in.
And I'll tell you, that was a strong rebound by Michael Lane of South Charleston.
Hey, this game is not for the weak right here.
Right.
You have to be strong with it.
You better have it right. When you go when you drive off the dribble, you better be strong. And as you mentioned, the rebound, not for the weak. A lot of contact there and a foul on McCoy.
Yeah, and that's going to – Shady has extended their pressure, and the fouls you can't say starting to mount because there's only 2 fouls each in this quarter, and that's what you like about this new rule.
Well, and the thing I like it too is we talked about there's a lot of contact. The officials are letting them play, and you have to play through it. Here's a 3-ball that doesn't go for South Charleston. That was Williams that put that up. McCoy races down the lane. Here's a drive into the lane by Shady Bailey. Now Davis tries to whip the ball around and throws it away.
Yeah, I think it ricocheted off the South Charleston player and hit Gavin Davis and went out of bounds.
So Jack Williams will check back into the Shady lineup. And once again, we talk about, Eric, this has been played at a high level, great intensity, not a lot of scoring because the defense are so good, and that's an easy play to call as Maxwell reaches in and commits the foul. And, those are the kind of fouls, Eric, I think Coach Olson, you can't have anybody, especially your best player, Maxwell, reaching in and making a hard foul like that, 80 feet away from the basket.
Yeah, and that's one of those cheap ones that could come back to haunt you late in the game.
Right, in him and team fouls or him with personal fouls.
Yeah, and what I mean by cheap, I don't mean I mean cheap because he wouldn't have a foul to give late in the game. And that could be where he couldn't play as aggressive, offensively or defensively.
And really, you got to have him playing the way he plays aggressive.
That's right.
As he did on that play to force a turnover.
Yeah, this has turned into a jump ball fest. And it's predicated on if you're weak with the basketball, someone's going to get their hands on it and tie you up.
This game is played like a upscale playground game. Is that a good way to describe it?
That is a great way to
Because
to
it's
say
like the playground, but it's not like all that fouling and hacking and arguing and fighting that you have on the playground.
Wait, what kind of foul? No fouls in playground.
What foul? Right. Yeah. What do you mean? You take it out. You mean you ain't bleeding? That's not a foul.
That's right.
But it's played like a playground. You got to be tough, strong with the ball, and you really got to be strong on both ends of the floor. So here's Shady with the chance to perhaps regain the lead, and they turn it over. South Charleston leading 17-16 for the game. Nice drive to the basket and a finish, and one by Reed. That was a tremendous play, and South Charleston now leads 19-16 as we watch it here on the All-Truist replay.
Yeah, and I think they're going to get Jack Williams on the lower body, got into him, and that's Reed is really taking over this quarter for South Charleston as he has a chance to get his 7th point of the quarter.
Yeah, that was a nice finish through the contact, and has an opportunity here now to polish off the three-point play. Free throw on its way, and he does polish off a three-point play. So it's 20-16 is the lead. We've got a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. We'll tell you about the fine folks at Modley's Plumbing. Modley's Plumbing and Heating. You never know when you're going to need a plumber, and when you do, 253-HELP. The fine folks at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. Also want to tell you about Cracker Barrel Country Store, located in both Beckley and Princeton. Delicious food with Cracker Barrel, the country store. So, Eric, right now, as we come down to the final 2:47 in the first half, Shady won the first quarter, led 11-6, but South Charleston has turned the tables in this second quarter, and they're up overall for the game 20-16.
Yeah, and it's been defensively, and both teams are real high quality defensive teams. They really switch all screens. I mean, just really advanced. And the difference in the game right now is on the glass, and South Charleston just getting a few more close shots at the basket.
Here's Maxwell on the drive, attacks the bucket, shot it too strong, but got his own rebound, and now throws it away. South Charleston on the move. But South Charleston's done a good job of holding the Shady to only 5 points thus far in this quarter. Here's a three that it's no good by Lane, and Williams comes out of there with it. Maxwell on the drive. There's a three in the far corner, an air ball. Maxwell will clean it up, and we got a whistle and a foul.
They're going to get Kellum, I think. No, that's going to be Saunders.
Saunders, yeah.
And Maxwell will get to the free throw line to shoot 2. He is 1 of 3 on the evening.
So Maxwell to shoot a couple. First free throw is short. And he has struggled at the free throw line thus far, Eric, in this first half.
And that's rare. But a lot of that is his role, a different role now. He's down low a little more, in this system, and that wears on your legs, the banging and trying to post up. So got to get his legs into this shot.
Second free throw is good. He makes 1 of 2, and the lead is 20-17 overall for South Charleston. South Charleston able to break the pressure, and there's a shot that time put up by Saunders, and it didn't hit anything. Bailey back the other way, puts up the short shot, long rebound out to South Charleston. Good defense by Shady to get back in transition.
And that's one thing Shady has done well this half. Not a lot of transition shots for South Charleston. They have to score in the half court. Walt.
And that's right, got a turnover. So Gavin Davis will check back into the Shady lineup. McCoy will have a seat. A minute and a half remaining here in the first half. As you can see, South Charleston leads this quarter by 8, but overall for the game, it's a 3-point South Charleston advantage at 20-17. Here's Radford with it. Shady running a little weave out front. Maxwell backs out, then spins, gets into the lane. Doesn't finish, but he draws the foul and will get to the line. And, Eric, I tell you, that's a really great move by Maxwell. When he gets into the lane and spins like that, makes it really tough for the defender, and you almost really either going to give up the basket, foul, or both.
Yeah, the help on that was late, and every time you're going to foul if you're late on Maxwell. And let's see if he can knock down 2 in a row here at the free throw line.
Well, that won't be the case this time. As you mentioned, he has really struggled here in this opening half from the line. But it is preseason, and we know through the course of the season, he's normally a very good foul shooter.
Yeah, and that's the thing, though. In these close contested games, you're going to need to be 80% or better, 90% at the line if you're going to, really stay in some games.
And he missed them both, but he hustled and almost got his own rebound. And now we got a foul.
And I think
it's a foul on Gavin Davis.
Yes. Got him on the hold. That almost had to be a violation on the shot, because how can you release it and then be the first one to get it?
First one down there. Well, we're going to walk the other end as there's over the limit. That's free throws. That'll be the 5th foul in this quarter on Shady.
Yeah, and I think that Saunders would be the shooter for South Charleston.
You are correct. So, and I like two shots. Like I said, I like the rule. We haven't had that many free throws, and that's really kept, the game flow good as the first free throw doesn't go.
I'll give you the total of free throws here.
Well, Maxwell shot all the free throws for Shady, correct?
No, Josiah McCoy.
That's right, because he still didn't right
for Maxwell.
For Maxwell. That is correct. So 1 of 2 free throws is made, and South Charleston's overall lead.
18 total free throws.
Is overall lead.
9 each.
Is 21-17.
Deflection.
And a turnover.
And if you're Coach Olsen, you hate – that was like an unforced turnover right there. Just inbounding the basketball.
Yeah, you hate all turnovers, but you definitely hate when you just simply throw it away. Saunders attacks the basket off the glass and in. The big fella able to muscle it in, and it's 23-17, the overall lead for South Charleston. McCoy's got Davis open. Davis catches, shoots, and scores. Here's South Charleston racing down the floor. We got a whistle.
Another player control is Davis scores on one end and takes the charge on the other.
So Shady will get the ball. The overall score is 23-19 South Charleston. South Charleston will bring the pressure. Shady able to break the pressure, and Williams take it right to the rim and have it rejected. But Davis on the follow. His shot is altered, and South Charleston comes out of there with the loose ball. Final 20 seconds of the half. Nice take right of the lane and a nice finish by South Charleston. Williams on the play. Final 10 seconds of the half. Maxwell down the lane, and he'll finish with a bucket. With 0.7, they'll just get it in. South Charleston leads 25-21 overall. And that's the end of the first half. At the break, the overall score is South Charleston 25, Shady 21. We'll take a break, come back and recap the first half right here on Video Productions.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
Dunkin' is here with your holiday helpers. Peppermint mocha and toasted white chocolate signature lattes. A touch of delicious holiday magic to help you seize the season. Sip through the holidays with signature lattes at Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. Jackie Moon on camera, and Robbie and Butch Mounts here producing and directing. And Eric, was quite a difference in the quarters. Shady won the first quarter 11-6, but a strong South Charleston second quarter, and the Black Eagles outscored Shady 19-10 to take a 25-21 halftime lead.
Yeah, and it was great. Like you said, the first quarter, set the tone for the game. It's up-tempo, high energy, not a lot of, points on the board with these two teams. I think they both probably looked to score, in the 70s, but the defense was great, and I'm looking forward to the second half to see what unfolds here.
So who led the way in scoring for each team?
Oh, for each team, Amar Maxwell has 6 points, and Josiah McCoy has 6 points to lead the way, and Gavin Davis 6 points each to lead the way for Shady. For South Charleston, Deshad Williams lit it up in that second quarter. He leads the way for them with 11, and Dazon Reed has 7, and Zane Saunders has 3.
By the way, before we get back into basketball, just want to give you an update on the football Class AA state championship game going on in Wheeling tonight in the second quarter between Fairmont Senior and North Marion. They're all tied at 7-7 on the island in Wheeling. Of course, we had Princeton that played in this first game in basketball, and the majority of their players were up in Wheeling because they'll play tomorrow at noon in the Class AAA title game against Martinsburg, and then Greenbrier West will take on Williamstown to bring the curtain down on the high school football season. So with football winding down and basketball, these are the final scrimmages as basketball gets started, the regular season for boys next week.
Yeah, and it will kick in a high gear next week after the Super Six, and a lot of interest, as you said, for the Super Six with some local teams playing in the single A and Triple A championship.
Our halftime is brought to you in part by United Coal. If you want to work close to home, then you can come join the team at Infinity United Coal Company, located in Sophia, West Virginia, which has been in operation since 2011. They offer no deductible health insurance. They do have dental and vision coverage. They also offer a company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company matching a 401k plan for good folks of United and Infinity Coal. We'll take a break. At halftime, it's a 4-point lead for South Charleston over Shady, 25-21 here on Video Productions.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that.
Done. It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School with Eric Thomas. I'm Eris Lowry, and Eric, we've had a really exciting first half. Shady led at the end of the first quarter 11-6, but a 19-10 second quarter by South Charleston has given them a 25-21 overall lead, and I think we'll expect more of what in the second half of what we saw in the first half.
Yeah, and I think the team that can handle the pressure best and not turn it over. We had some, uncharacteristic turnovers by Shady, unforced errors, and like you said, most coaches don't like any turnover, but the ones basic in the backcourt just taking it in, taking the ball in, you don't want that, especially against a quality opponent.
Well, we got a full day tomorrow here on Video Productions, and Eric, you and I will be busy. We've got 4 games that'll start at 11:45 tomorrow with George Washington and Parkersburg South, and that's normally a game we see in March.
Yeah, and as we stated, both of those teams, are well coached. We're real familiar with Coach Green for GW, and he gets the best and the most out of his teams, and you can see the difference from the beginning of the season to the end of the season with his basketball squads.
Yeah, and Coach Fallon does a good job. Parkersburg South was Class 4A runner-up a year ago.
Yes, and Parkersburg South, if I remember watching that game, you were at it, and I happened to be in Columbus, Ohio, and I watched it, and Parkersburg South was a couple of plays from winning that thing last year.
So that'll be our first scrimmage tomorrow, 11:45. Then we'll have Beckley and Hurricane. That will follow that, followed by Greenbrier, East, and Ripley. And then the nightcap I'm looking forward to, Wyoming East and your old stomping grounds, Independence, and that ought to be quite a closer on the final game here tomorrow evening.
And both of those teams will really get after it. And a little nugget from that game is the new coach for Independence, is being his second year, Sean Jenkins, who coached Westside for what?
For many years, and of course, always had a big rival since Derek Brooks. Well, all of them, but since Derek Brooks and him have coached against each other a lot. Derek Brooks obviously being the coach at Wyoming East, and we look forward to that.
So that game will be played like all the 2 games we've done today, a high-intensity, high-level game.
Yep. All right, ready to start quarter number 3. And the start of the third quarter brought to you by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. They are having a great night coming up on New Year's Eve. Reserve your lane right now at Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley at 304-253-7328. So South Charleston will have the ball to start the second half, going to the basket to our right. And, of course, the score will go back to 0-0. But the overall score is 25-21 in favor of South Charleston as the Black Eagles have the first possession of the second half. So let's see what South Charleston will do.
See what kind of halftime adjustments both teams made.
There's a 17-footer straight away. Banks is open on a Friday night.
The drive-through is
Martin
open.
Able to knock it down.
Elijah Martin gets into the scorebook early in the second half.
This is the biggest lead of the ball game here at 6 points, 27-21. Here's a 3, which is good.
By Brody Radford.
Radford knocking it down.
In his first points of the contest.
Got a football score, 27-24. You can see 3-2 for the quarter, 27-24 South Charleston for the game. There's a nice drive to the basket, and it'll be a foul on Shady.
And right now, I think South Charleston is doing a good job of trying to pin the Shady Tigers because they have a decided height advantage in key positions right now.
So Kellum will get to the line to shoot 2 for South Charleston. And the first one is good. That makes it 28-24 overall, the lead for South Charleston. Second free throw, and he gets the roll, and it's a 5-point advantage for the Black Eagles overall, 29-24. South Charleston extending the pressure, making Shady work to get it across the midcourt stripe. Here's Maxwell down the lane, puts up a short shot, doesn't go, gets his own rebound, and the putback is there.
A way to stay with it if you're Maxwell and getting on the boards, on the glass, getting his own miss and putting it back up and in.
Here's South Charleston with it. Trying to get the ball in the post. Porter on the drive, puts up a short shot off the glass. It doesn't go. Gavin Davis clears the rebound for Shady. Shady might have gotten away with the travel there.
I think they may have gotten away with a little travel there.
South Charleston gets back in transition and makes it 5-on-5 defensively.
And you know that's tough to teach, but both teams, they really get back in transition defense.
Yeah, in fact, we haven't had very many.
Layups.
That's right. I was going to say we haven't had, and that's just one that looks like Maxwell just took his eye off the ball, an unforced error. But you're right, Eric, as you were talking, neither team has got any easy bucket, fast break. Yeah.
Each team's retreating very well, getting back in defense.
So Williams set to put it in play for South Charleston, and he'll get the ball to Porter. And Porter will bring it up. Bailey on him. Nice backdoor cut, but Shady played it well.
And one thing you're going to get out of Gavin Davis, man, you're going to get 100% out of him. We had a chance to cover him in football, and he gives it his all.
And that's going to be an offensive foul.
The third taken by Davis. I mean, he's really sound defensively in his rotations and help defense and picks up the third charge, and this is a charge all day.
All the way. Martin off the dribble, and as you mentioned, Davis had great position to take that charge. So 5.5 remaining in the third. And the overall lead is a 3-point advantage for South Charleston, 29-26. Bailey on the drive, gets to the rim, lays it up and in.
And way to hang right there, Bailey, as Jalen Bailey gets to the cup and gets his first points of the game.
Yeah, that was a really good take by Bailey, and that ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with South Charleston. Yep, nice dribble drive off the window and up and in. Saunders with a nice pass inside. Kellum down low and one.
And I think that's what South Charleston could do to take control of this game, not to overtalk you. But if you can see on the screen the height advantage, I'm working it down in the paint right now.
Yeah, and that was just a power move as we watched the replay, the finish to draw the foul and get to the line to try to polish off a three-point play.
And nothing that Gavin Davis could do right there, but maybe try not to foul because that was just an easy two.
So McCoy will check back into the lineup for Shady. It was a 4-point lead at the break and a 4-point lead right now for South Charleston at 32-28. There's Bailey with a nice cut and a nice finish as he lays it up and in.
And Bailey's able to garner back-to-back buckets for Shady to keep them within striking distance.
Back the other way, South Charleston able to score with Kellum.
Jump to the ball.
So here's Williams. McCoy on the drive. Finds Williams in the corner. Thought about the three. Bailey maybe going for a hat trick, 3 in a row here. We'll see. And we got a timeout by Shady. Coach Ronnie Olson not happy about something. And let's see if we got a 30 or a full. I think we're going to have a 30, so we'll keep it right here. Tell you about financial advisors in Edward Jones. If you're ready to retire or you just how to stretch your money, even if you're currently working, you can call up Heather Cantley at 304-254-9995 or Wayne Rhodes at 304-253-7335, and they can tell you how you can get the most out of your dollars. So, Eric, I guess, I don't know, retirement anytime soon. You got one in college and one almost in college.
So that answers your question.
That means you won't be retiring, but you need to figure out your financial future, and Edward Jones can help you do that.
Yes, definitely.
How about
can.
that?
That's right.
By the way, your lovely wife and daughter are sitting right behind us. I'll give them a little plug for Regina Thomas, Lexi Thomas, sitting right behind us, even though people can't see us. And we're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Grab the one thing that everyone's loving, and as it happens, they come by the dozen. Everybody loves it, and everybody knows it. Everybody loves a donut.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure.
And we welcome you back to the Little General C.Adam Toney Preseason Showcase. As you can see on your screen there, 9-9 for this quarter, but the overall score is 34-30 in favor of South Charleston. Coming up here on the halfway point of the quarter number 3.
South Charleston has switched back to that 1-3-1 that they ran in that first quarter, and it induces a turnover.
Yep, right off the bat, as you mentioned, Eric, they turned Shady over. Here's Williams. He's had a big game for South Charleston. There's a 3, doesn't go. That 3 is taken by Reed, and Maxwell comes out of there with it. Maxwell on the move. Into the lane, and McCoy was able, I'm not sure if he passed it or kind of lost the ball, but McCoy able to get it. And McCoy loses it. Here comes South Charleston on the run.
Numbers.
Here's Porter, and Eric, that's one of the few easy fast breaks
Transition.
we had just talked about, and South Charleston leads 36-30.
Sink, Jason! Sink!
But here's this pressure as you talked about, and Shady wants a timeout. So let's see if we have a 30 or a full as we watch Porter here on this transition easy bucket. Full timeout. We'll take it with him. Be right back here on Video Productions.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School. Out of the timeout, here's Shady inbounding the ball. Turned it over for a minute, down on the floor, and the arrow will be pointing to Shady. So Shady very fortunate there, Eric, that they didn't turn it over there as well.
Yeah, I mean, the quick hands of both teams, but South Charleston's really getting active, on the defensive side this quarter.
South Charleston led 11-6. Beg your pardon, Shady led 11-6 at the end of the first quarter. South Charleston outscored them 19-10 in the second to lead 25-21, and they now lead 36-30 overall, and a 2-point advantage in this quarter for South Charleston. McCoy to Williams on a nice give and go, and one. That was a beautiful play. McCoy able to find the cutting Jack Williams for the bucket, and he gets the hoop and the harm.
And this is another key to the success of this Shady Spring team right here this year is Jack Williams.
Yeah, from all the contact we've had, there wasn't much contact on that finish. And, of course, we're basically sitting on the South Charleston bench as close as we are, and I think that all their coaches felt as we did that, boy, there wasn't much on that as the free throw is good. So that's a 3-point play by Jack Williams, and that cuts the lead in half. From 6-3, the overall lead, 36-33 for South Charleston.
And that makes that timeout by Ronnie Olson look all the much better as you trim the lead in half.
There's a 15-footer in and out, no good by Kellum, and the rebound is by Maxwell. Good passing. McCoy with it now. Maxwell into the lane. He just lowered his shoulder and just ran over the defender. Yeah. And that's an easy play to call.
That's an easy, and then you want Maxwell to be aggressive, but dipping that shoulder right there, and a good hard take, but a good charge to take as well.
Yeah, and that's what gets a brawl started on the playground, right? As
Shady shows some pressure there.
You got to be really aggressive, really tough if you're going to play in this kind of game, this type of atmosphere. And we're just talking about a scrimmage.
I mean, this is a high-level played at a high level.
Right. Two very good teams, well coached, good athletes on both sides as Shady turns them over. Maxwell to Davis. He had nothing there. Smart play. Bring it back out, reset their offense. And McCoy has played really well for Shady off the bench. I think he's given him a real good spark plug.
Yeah, he has. He's really given them some offense and played well as Jack Williams scores his 5th point of the quarter.
And that trims the South Charleston overall lead to 1. It's 36-35 South Charleston.
And ever since that timeout, that full timeout that was taken by Shady, they come out with a different attitude.
And South Charleston wants a timeout.
second thought. I just wanted to let you know that. It's only been hot for like the last 30 seconds. And I wanted to let you know that before.
I'll be hot myself, but